You will spend half your life chasing a life you do not even want, just to impress people who do not care about you. Stop breaking your own heart for a trophy no one is keeping score of. The day you stop explaining your path to people who are determined to misunderstand you is the day you finally start living. Introduction. Welcome, my dear. Come in, close the door, and sit down for a moment. Pull up a chair right here beside me. You look exhausted. I can see it in your eyes, that heavy, frantic look of someone who is running a race with no finish line. You are 25, maybe 30, maybe even older, and you carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. You feel like you are running out of time. You scroll through pictures of people your age who seem to have it all figured out, and a cold anxiety settles deep in your chest. You ask yourself, why am I falling behind? Let an old woman hold your hand for a minute and save you decades of unnecessary heartache. Because I was exactly where you are. I want to tell you the truth about this word we call success. When I was 25, I was entirely convinced that success meant having a pristine, flawless life. I thought it meant a spotless home, a title that made my parents nod in approval, and a calendar so completely full that I barely had time to breathe. I tied my entire worth to how much I could produce, how much I could earn, and how much admiration I could extract from strangers. I remember a Tuesday evening, so vividly it hurts. My late husband had stopped at the market on his way home from work. He brought back fresh strawberries, my absolute favorite, and he asked me to sit out on the front porch with him just to watch the sunset. I told him I could not. I was too busy. I was frantically polishing silverware for a dinner party we were hosting that weekend for people I did not even truly like. I wanted to impress them. I wanted them to leave our home thinking I was successful. So I missed the sunset. And I missed his company. Years later, he passed away. And do you know what happened to all that polished silverware? I sold it for absolute pennies at a yard sale. It meant nothing. That dinner party did not matter. The promotions I chased, the late nights I worked, the stress I put myself through to climb a ladder that led to nowhere, none of it kept me warm at night. The success I thought I desperately needed was actually a thief in disguise, silently stealing the very moments that made life worth living in the first place. Success is not an overflowing bank account, my dear. It is not a fancy title on a heavy wooden door. Success is having a peace of mind that cannot be bought. The biggest lie society sells you is that you are falling behind. Behind whom? This is your race, and you are the only one on the track. When you tie your worth to your productivity, you become a machine, not a human being. Stop looking at the highlight reels of others. Stop begging for a seat at a table where you aren't even respected. Real success is waking up in the morning without a pit of dread in your stomach. It is having people who love the messy, unaccomplished, completely authentic version of you. It is the ability to walk away from toxic people, toxic jobs, and situations that drain your spirit without feeling the need to explain yourself. If you have to abandon your morals, your health, or your peace to be successful, you have already failed. Knowing your worth means understanding that your mere existence is enough. You do not have to earn your right to rest. I look at my hands now. They are wrinkled, they are frail, and they tremble a little bit when I pour my afternoon tea. But these hands held babies, they planted beautiful gardens, and they wiped away countless tears. They did not hold onto a corporate ladder, and thank God they did not. When you reach my age, when the noise of the world finally goes quiet, you will not look back and wish you had worked one more weekend. You will never wish you had stressed more about an email. You will wish you had laughed louder. You will wish you had eaten the strawberries on the porch. You will realize that the truest, purest form of wealth is a quiet, simple joy. The silent strength of knowing exactly who you are without needing the applause of the crowd. Life is so terribly short, my sweet child. Do not spend it trying to prove your worth to people who do not even know their own. So take a deep, slow breath for me right now. Let your shoulders drop. You are doing just fine. You are exactly where you need to be in this very moment. Forgive yourself for not having it all figured out at 25. Nobody does. The ones who look like they do are simply better at hiding their panic. Build a life that feels deeply good on the inside, not one that just looks shiny on the outside. Walk away from what hurts you, protect your peace fiercely, and start living for yourself today. If an old woman's words brought your heart some peace today, leave a little heart in the comments so I know you stopped by to visit. Subscribe to the channel if you want to sit with me again, and please share this video with someone who is being far too hard on themselves. Until next time, be kind to yourself.